Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, there's Jackie Balls.
I'm Dunlap.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Red State Update podcast.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's excited out there and got your podcast listening ears on.
Yeah.
Because we are going to talk real good today.
Yeah.
Funny,
yeah.
insightful.
Yeah.
If you like listening to people talk,
This what you need to put on. Right here.
you're going to love us talking.
Yeah.
Woo! We have a lot to say about what's been going on.
It's been a big week. A lot of things going on since last time we sat down and did this.
We are going to discuss them.
Well, yeah.
Give you our thoughts.
Best we can, yeah.
You process that and go do your own podcast with your thoughts about what we said.
Is that how this works?
Yes.
That's the first time it made sense to me. Everybody does one.
It's like pay it forward.
I did.
Podcast it forward.
All right. Now it makes sense. I didn't know that's how this worked.
Tag, now you got to do this.
All right. So it just goes down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Like boring dominoes. But we're glad you're with us this week. Feel free to go on there on iTunes and give us a rating or whatever.
Oh, yeah, get on there and
rate it.
You told me I went down
Review
the store.
it.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody get on iTunes and give us a review. That's supposed to help somehow, make more people listen to you, this or that, or just
Did
let
anybody
you know.
ever tell you what iTunes was?
I know, but you said get on there. It's on the computer. So iTunes, computer, either one of those, get on there and just write your review. And hopefully a good one. If you like listen to us talk, yeah, get on there and do that. Yeah.
And we'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Jackie, you want to talk about wrestling?
Well, yeah, them old Tea Party wrestlers made old Glenn Beck mad this week.
WWE.
We can talk about it. We don't have to talk about that. I just soon talk about wrestling, whatever part of it you want to talk, but that's what happened in the news.
I guess start there.
Well, whatever else
with
you
the
want.
News event.
Yeah, there's a lot of times spent down here at the store, we talk about wrestling. Wrestling don't, you don't have to be something going on.
That's true. There's never a bad time to talk wrestling.
It's always enjoyable. It's always fun to watch it.
I don't watch it as much as I used to. I'm a little behind.
It's on at the store sometimes. Sit there and look at it. I can't keep up with all the names and this and that these days like I used to. Now, I used to know all of them. But nowadays, there's so many of them. A bunch of them look alike. I can't, I usually ask someone to tell me who's good, who's bad. That's all I know who to root for.
Did you ever do any wrestling yourself?
No, I didn't do no wrestling.
You look like Hillbilly Damn Jim.
Oh, hell.
You would have been a good manager.
Well.
Get in the ring, like, making other people mad and agitated and annoyed.
I don't make people mad. I don't see you pointing that. I don't know why.
That's what a wrestling manager's supposed to do.
Well, there's good ones, too.
Are there good wrestling managers? What does a good wrestling manager do?
Just do a good, do a good job. Get in there and make sure you get in behind him this way.
You're thinking of Burgess Meredith.
That's Rocky. That's right. Yeah.
But in wrestling, managers I know bad. They get in there like boo, boo you.
They jump in there and do all sorts of stuff. When the referee ain't looking, manager get in there and do something just terrible.
Really, if a wrestler comes to the ring and they've got a manager, somebody ought to be looking out at that manager.
There needs to be a referee. I've always said that. I said that years ago. I guess that takes away a lot of the fun there. Referee in the ring, and then you got to have a referee between the managers. Keep them out of the ring.
Really, they shouldn't allow the managers to stand by the side of the ring. Really, that's just poor planning on their parts because it's proven time and time again the managers are going to do something shady.
Usually do. I can't think of an example where they didn't take the opportunity to do something.
If they see the opportunity, they're going to strike.
They're going to take it, yeah. That's what they, wrestling manager, that's what to do, I guess.
So WWE's got this new guy, Jack Swagger.
Yep.
And his manager's name, what, Coulter?
Coulter, something, yeah.
And Tea Party, they hate Mexicans.
Get
the immigrants out.
Yep. Well, that's because he's going up against Mexican wrestlers. They trying to
Alberto
start,
Del Rio.
That's his name. Yeah, they trying to start something, and that's how you do it. That's what wrestling's always been, except this time they using
making it all Tea Party. So Tea
Party
Party's
stuff, yeah.
offended because in the past a lot of the wrestling villains have been foreign, and now they're turning inward. They're examining.
Now the good guy's foreign, and the bad guy's
I don't know. He's
American.
foreign. I think he's.
Well, he's Mexican or whatever. Some people, that's how they look at it. I'm not saying, but he may have been born here. I don't know.
Hard to tell. How you gonna? We need some sort of system in place to.
Well, Arizona.
Does the WWE, when they hire these people, do they?
I don't know how
checks?
that works. Entertainment business is, real lax, I'm thinking, concerning stuff like that.
So they got this wrestler, and the Tea Party, everybody's mad. They're making fun of the Tea Party, but it's just part of what wrestling is.
Wrestling, you make fun of everybody. Now, I say it's strange how things have turned as to why that is, or how America is, like you said, turned inward. That's a good way to put it, because back in my day, it was always foreign people, whoever you war with, whatever country you married with. During Iran, they had Iron Sheik.
He was good.
He was, he good. Bad guy, yeah. Come out there his flag. Of course, you already hate Iran. He'd do good now if he come back.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are there any bad guy Iranians wrestling?
I don't know.
Because he's got to be 80 years old.
He's probably too old to do it now.
If he's alive.
I don't know if he's still alive, but he's good at the time of that. And you had the Russian guy.
Yeah, there was Nikolai Volkov. He was good.
That's right, yep.
They teamed up for a little while.
Yep. And then you had the old Tojo Yamamoto.
Tojo Yamamoto.
I like him.
Was he just local Memphis wrestling, or he ever go on?
I don't know. I remember him local. Yeah, Tojo Yamamoto, everybody. He turned good sometime, but most time he's bad.
So basically, if they had a name,
it's hard. I tell you this, they say, they putting him down or whatnot. Tojo Yamamoto about the only Japanese name I can pronounce. So wrestling taught me something.
It did. It opens you up a little.
That's right. See, everybody say, he making fun of this, make fun of that, ought not be doing it. Well, wrestling, I learned a lot. Tojo Yamamoto, I can say it to this day. I can say the whole name. Now, you name any other Japanese word, I don't know how. That's the reason I go to buffet. I don't go where you read the thing and tell. I wouldn't know what to say.
You could just say Tojo Yamamoto.
Well, they don't know that's a wrestling. They ain't gonna.
That may mean something else in Japan.
Right? Well, who knows?
They had all kinds of wrestlers. They had Iranian Sheik wrestlers, and they had Russians and Mexican cowboys.
Yeah.
Alligator wrestlers.
Alligator. Well, then they had everybody. I don't know about alligator. Just during the time.
Whatever was happening.
Whatever was going on, they always had something like when we in Russia, Cold War, Reagan had wrestling.
right.
Iran Contra thing they had.
Yep.
Iron Sheik,
Remember the air traffic controller?
Oh, yeah.
People hated him.
He was at the time, and nobody. That's just what it was. Yeah, he got on there. They did good with that one. They just jumped on what's in the headlines. And
Hey, fellas, this is in the writing room. You see this air traffic controller strike? I think there's something here.
Yeah.
Something we can work with.
Yeah. What was he called? I remember what it was. I don't remember his name.
I think it was just ATC.
That's right. That's what it was. Oh, ATC, here it come. Yeah.
And he'd go, I'm going to kick your butt as soon as this strike is over.
Yeah.
He never wrestled. That was his gimmick.
Yeah, he'd come in there. I can't do him like, hey, I'm going to whoop you this way, that sideways, this way, and that. As soon as I finish striking, I'm going to strike first, and everybody get mad. Yeah,
he'd come out with his sign, he'd say, technically, I'm not even supposed to be in the ring.
Yep.
Under the strike rules.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, when this is over, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah. And just to irritate the hell out of you. I remember, he'd get me so wound up. Yeah.
And he'd go on and on about poor working conditions.
ATC. Yeah. That's him.
Money.
Yeah, not enough money and it's that. Yeah, just
planes everywhere. He'd go into like a
unsafe conditions. Hey, I can't do him good, but he just, oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a good one.
He was a good one. I can appreciate a bad guy wrestler because I know it ain't real. It is what it is. It's fun and I love it and I always will. But it's for your entertainment.
Remember when after Bernie Getz happened, they had Bernie Bumkowski.
Bernie Bumkowski.
He was like a skinny little guy, and he'd wrestle these big guys, and when they'd beat him, they were usually black, too, so they were already playing with the racial thing. They'd beat him, and he'd go for his gun, and then somebody'd have to pull him. The first time he did it, people kind of got scared. Because you think, I'm at a wrestling match.
I remember, yeah.
But, Lord, now today, I don't know, they wouldn't allow that, probably.
Yeah, the whole gun. Well, the gun thing going on we got now.
You can't have a wrestler that goes for his gun.
Well, that's part of what they do. They don't have. They use a chair. They use this. They use that. But they don't. As far as I know, he's the only one ever pulled out a gun in a wrestling ring.
Now if he did it, you'd be scheduled to wrestle a match somewhere, and then there'd be a school shooting or something, and you'd have to
set that one out.
Have to postpone him. It wouldn't be feasible, really.
Yeah.
I guess what you could do is if he had a gun, he goes for his gun. Then CM Punk or whoever, he has a gun too. If they all got guns, it wouldn't be so bad.
We know that's the answer to a lot of things there. I don't go down that road right now, but you right there. You said that right. Yes, sir.
Bernie Bumkowski, he was pretty good. And then they had that guy who was poisoning the Tylenol.
Oh, yeah, I hated him, yeah.
He was pretty good getting in the locker rooms, and the wrestlers be like, I feel sick.
And you know who it was? You know who did it? Yeah, he was a good one. Good bad guy wrestler.
You remember Murfreesboro Wrestling League?
As it's been a long time around here. I used to watch Memphis. I didn't remember Murfreesboro as much. I knew it went on.
They weren't as good.
They weren't as good. They'd come in here. I knew a couple of the fellas that come in here into the store.
A lot of them are like old-timers looking for a job. They wrestled like in the 50s.
Yeah.
But, they dress up like Mr. T or whoever, get a costume.
Yeah, it's low. It didn't cost as much as it would, so it's good for what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, my daddy lived with a girl wrestler for a little while. She was like 70 years old.
Wow.
After him and Mama split up.
Yeah.
She was scary, Jackie.
Well, yeah.
Her face was scarred from where she cut herself on the forehead with a razor.
Yeah.
Not in the ring. Personal problems.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't last too long because she beat the hell out of him.
Well, I wouldn't. Wrestler, yeah. You got to know what you're getting into there.
Murfreesboro, it was always sort of just a rip-off of what was in. And it was a little behind the times, too, because I remember like 85, 86, this must have been, and they had a $6 million man. So they were just a little off. But they had Bigfoot fight him, but it didn't look.
Bigfoot's always good. Bigfoot don't.
But they just went to the Halloween place and got a gorilla mask and put it on, and he was just wearing regular wrestling trunks and stuff. It's just sometimes these local leagues just ain't as good.
And I remember Bigfoot, one of them Star Wars Darth Vader.
Right.
They just cheap outfit they bought. Yeah.
It was exciting when you're a little kid. You say Darth Vader.
You don't know no better.
But you can't do that. No. The big WWF couldn't have done that. They'd get sued by George Lucas faster than you could cut your forehead with a razor.
Well, yeah.
But a lot of good memories. A lot of
wrestling
good
always,
racial stereotypes. Just a lot of fun times. You ever hear the wrestling album, Jackie?
I remember old Junkyard Dog on there.
Yeah, Grabbin Cakes.
Grabbin Cakes. That's a good song right there.
GRABTHEMCAKES.
It's usually, I don't
Teach you to spell.
Yeah, it almost sounds like rapping, and I don't like rapping. But he sings on there, sort of, and I like that one. I remember Grabbin Cakes, but I don't like it when wrestlers rap.
No.
I don't really like it when anybody raps, but, I didn't like it when
Especially a wrestler.
Yeah, well, yeah, it ought to be wrestling. But Grab Them Cakes, that was the exception there, that song.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, Jackie, because I put down to play that at your funeral.
What?
I made up a list of funeral music for you, and that's like the second on the list.
I don't know if I want paid on my funeral just because
Why do you know a Junkyard Dog?
I've been my funeral. I don't want no wrestler singing. Well, if he was there in person, that's something else.
So, okay, I have your word that if you die,
oh hell,
and Junkyard Dog shows up to the funeral and requests to sing a version of Grab Them Cakes,
what?
You're okay with that?
No, I don't want you. I ain't gonna have no big funeral no how. I don't want to talk about none of that. Talk about my damn funeral. I don't want no wrestler singing. I just like you tap your foot to it. Don't mean I want to play it at my damn funeral.
Half them songs on the wrestling album are done in bad accents.
Well, yeah.
It's just stereotypes and playing. It really does examine what it means to be an American at that point in time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
What are our prejudices? What's on our mind? What are we going through?
Just like we're having this conversation here, you look back over years at wrestling. You come from a future and didn't know nothing about this world or what happened when and what happened then. If all you had was wrestling tapes, you'd be able to figure it out. Russ a bad guy.
Yep. Now they're friends.
Yep.
Chief whatever Strongbow.
Now look back, what's a tea party? What's going on now? They'll be able to see that.
They'll think we hated the Tea Party. I guess that's what they're mad about. Because when aliens examine this, they go, oh, wrestling was big among rednecks and hillbillies.
Well,
they must have hated the Tea Party.
Well,
and that's just not true.
That's
so
not
historically,
true. No, that's not true. They're not going. It's just because maybe the aliens agree with them. You don't know how an alien going to respond to it. Maybe aliens like a Tea Party don't like a Mexican fella.
Aliens may hate Mexicans.
They may hate Mexicans. Lord knows he could come down from
just
space.
because they're aliens doesn't mean they don't have prejudices.
If they're anything like us out in space,
who knows what they're going to hate just by looking at them for no other reason.
Old Alpha didn't like cats, did he?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Did a cat ever do anything to him?
Didn't have to. Just
hated them.
Just like that.
Hated them. Was there ever an Alf wrestler?
I can't remember one, but I wouldn't be surprised.
For some reason in my mind, it seemed he was at the Murfreesboro Wrestling League.
That's
it was
right.
like their last days. They had an Alf.
But it was Alf against Fonzie. Alf against Fonzie.
Oh, that was the final match.
I remember that, yeah.
They had it in the parking lot behind Big K.
Yep. I remember that one. I took some barbecue down that show. I remember that. It's a long time ago, yeah.
Was really just wearing a fur coat.
Well, yeah, but they said, he had sunglasses on.
I think Fonzie was in members only. But anyway, Fonzie won and sent Alf back to Neptune.
Mars, wherever. Neptune? I don't remember which.
I think. I mean,
from? Yeah.
In Murfreesboro Wrestling League, he was from Neptune.
Neptune, yeah.
They didn't do a lot of research, but they didn't have the internet back in.
Yeah.
You'd have to wait a week and watch Alf again to learn he was from Melmac. Now, Murfreesboro Wrestling League was around. You just get on Google and say, oh, he's from Melmac. It's just easier.
Everybody got a computer phone now and just do it right
do
there.
It on your phone. Where's Alf from? How many times have I done that?
I don't know.
3?
Too many. That's one too many times to be thinking about that. Alf and wrestling and all that stuff is good in its place. But you spending your whole life looking about it, this and that, like you said, I know you look back at wrestling and you can learn stuff about society, but, that ain't everything. There's other things in the world. Just going right past you. You're sitting on your computer phones, looking up something about Alf. Well, what's going on now? How many years ago that's old? What's going on now? What's going on right in front of your face?
I don't know what is going on now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. All the youngins out there, just take a moment. Just what's going on with you and going on in the real world, not on your phone or wherever else.
Touch a hand, make a friend.
Well, if that's what you want to do, yeah.
So Tea Party's mad. Glenn Beck's mad. Tea Party's mad at Karl Rove.
Tea Party mad. And I ain't telling you how you do your business, how you do that. And I know there's good Tea Party, and then there's some Tea Party just crazy as hell. Some of them are. I ain't saying all of them, just some of them.
Right. And these crazy as hell people in all walks of life.
That's right.
But most of them don't dress up in the costumes.
Well, yeah. That's what I didn't like about it. I never did like dressing up.
They laid off for costumes for the most part.
Well, that's good. They moving in the right direction. If you're trying to make a point, and he has serious, which they had some serious issues. Tea Party got some serious, I mean that they're not issues themselves personally, but just issues that need to be talked about. Tea Party did a lot of good that way. But I ain't going to listen to somebody look like Paul the Bear and the Raiders. You ain't going to be able to talk sense to me.
Was there ever a Revolutionary War wrestler?
I'm sure there was.
That'd been
one
a good
time or another,
gimmick.
yeah.
Like a George Washington wrestler.
I'm sure. One time or another.
I'll knock a wooden teeth out of your head, George Washington, if you step up in this ring again.
That'd be good. I'd watch that. President's League, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them
Lincoln,
wrestling.
All of them, yeah. Well, Lincoln was a wrestler. Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Not professional, but he used to wrestle, yeah. I saw part of his story, yeah.
But he never got paid for it. Strictly amateur.
Not that I know of, no. Probably like today, it'd be like in backyard wrestling.
Oh, like jump off a trampoline onto a ladder.
Yeah, it like that. That's what he did, but he did it for fun, so that counts for something.
I didn't even know I had trampolines back in.
I don't know if he had trampoline. I'm just saying, there's in his story it says Abraham Lincoln's a wrestler. He used to wrestle. A big, tall, lanky, get you.
Maybe that's where the big hat come from. That's where he'd hide his weapons.
That may be, and I don't know.
Like take his hat off.
Staple gun underneath there.
That would be a good place to keep your staple gun, though.
I don't think I had staple gun back in when he was doing it, though.
Whatever, some dust he'd blow in their eyes.
That's right. You take that hat off. Yeah. But what we were saying about the Tea Party.
Right. Tea Party, mad at Karl Rove.
They mad. They just seem to be mad all the time now. And that's, you can't get your point across when you and that's anybody. When you get wound up, you get riled up. And you know how it is. You see me before you come in here and say, Jackie, what are you so mad about? And you get so mad you
can't even talk.
You can't even talk. And that's what it seemed like Tea Party.
Muttering.
Need to find one of them.
To calm down.
Calm down enough to tell us what the hell going on. Because they put out, and I tell you right now, the Tea Party, as soon as they get mad, if they get mad at you, they're going to put you in a Nazi suit. That's the first thing they do. And they mad at Karl Rove right now and put out some, but they cooled down afterward. After they did it, they said they were sorry. So
I've done that so many times. Girl make me mad. I cut her head out of a picture, pasted over a picture of a Nazi I got from a book I stole from the library. I mean, it's just what you do when you get mad. Now he's Photoshop, so it's even easier.
I ain't even got time. When I'm mad, I ain't got time to sit down and cut up pictures. I just mad. I ain't got time. The Tea Party puts you in a Nazi suit. They put Obama in Nazi. I can't even keep up how many people. But right now, they mad at old Karl Rove.
Karl Rove in that Nazi suit would be a great wrestling manager. Come out.
Would be, yeah.
Nazi Karl Rove.
He looked like old, what's his name on Hogan's Heroes?
He did.
He looked just like him.
Is Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart still alive?
I don't know. I always thought he was good. I like Jimmy Hart. I always liked him down there.
Because he should go into politics.
He could talk you till you blue in his face.
He's a good talker.
He is a good talker. He can take about 100 words a minute. He can
I'd
talk.
much rather listen to State of the Union by Jimmy Hart than Barack Obama.
Well, hell yeah. It'd be over. Nobody stopped for, clapping. He just let you clap along with it. He wouldn't stop. He'd just keep going. Because he used to that being a bad guy manager. You scream, holler, clap, throw things at him. Don't stop talking. Don't make you stop.
First rule of being a manager.
Obama, every time some Democrat stand up, yes, sir, you sure is right. Yeah. He just stop, sit there and take it all in. Jimmy Hart wouldn't do it.
Jimmy Hart get mad, though. He somebody get mad and, like, just talk and don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he is.
Wound up.
Oh, he get wound up all right. He went on. He started Memphis, and then he went on WWE, whatever it is, national. He did well for himself. Did real good. You doing good for yourself. They put out a toy of you, I reckon. You got to make money off that. Somebody take your likeness, whatever.
You think they give Jimmy Hart any money for that toy?
I don't know. I think if he had a good lawyer or whatever. I just remember that.
I just have a feeling most of them wrestlers did not get paid a lot for the ancillary merchandise. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know how that worked.
Maybe they got paid a lot for the rest of the album. My feeling is they told him to show up on Thursday, pick a song, and then the album comes out, and they're on MTV, and they're like, where's my money? Ow, my head.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they made a lot of money. Maybe Junkyard Dog retired off the royalties from Grabbin Cakes. Or Nikolai Volkov took that Caramia money and is in the Bahamas now.
I don't know how to do it. Hulk Hogan looked like he's doing all right to me.
Really?
Well, not personally, just money-wise, I don't think he's hurting.
He put out a sex tape.
He didn't put it out.
Well, I don't believe.
Somebody said that. Somebody put it out. He didn't put it out. He ought not have been doing stuff like that in front of a camera. Why anybody does that don't make any sense to me. Why would you do? It's like going to the bathroom and filming it. Why you? And nowadays with a computer gets out, why'd anybody do that? Don't make any sense.
Having sex ain't like going to the bathroom.
I talk about nobody wants to watch you do that anymore. I don't want to see anybody do that anymore, and I want to watch them in the bathroom doing the business.
Well, it depends on who we're talking about.
Oh, hell.
Like, you wouldn't want to watch Jason Statham and Beyonce do it.
I don't want to see nobody. I don't even know who those people are. No, I don't want to see nobody doing it. Some people like that sort of stuff. Whatever. I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
You wouldn't want to see that soccer guy doing it to...
I don't want to see any of them.
Mia Sorvino?
No,
Mira
I don't
Sorvino?
know who. Number one, you said the word soccer, so I don't want to see it no matter what it is. No.
You wouldn't want to see Gene Rayburn.
All right, enough. I'm not going to sit there and listen to this. I ain't going to talk about sex tapes, this or that. I just read in the news that somebody put that out there and he got all mad about it. So I didn't think he put it out.
I don't believe any sex tape. Who knows what to believe when it comes to sex
I don't know.
It should be, it's like wrestling, like what's what, who's who, how much of this is story? Do they really hate each other? Is it all fake? I mean, I seen them, the Tea Party wrestlers step out in front of the green screen and say, hey, we're just entertainers.
They ain't trying to make a point. Because they made everybody mad. That's why they had to do that. They didn't care about Glenn Beck. But there, like you said, there's a lot of people who watch wrestling that like Tea Party.
Like 20% Hispanic fans and like 20% African American fans.
Everybody love wrestling.
But they forgot about that 60% of fans who hate the other 40%.
Well,
so they had to say something in their defense.
Had to come out and say something, yeah.
It's all just fun. It's all fun and games.
Well, that's what they were saying.
But they have to get mad if somebody puts their ass in your face, even if it's for a show.
I see people still getting
mad. In WrestleMania, you gonna get. Wouldn't you get mad after a while? Like, God,
Well, like you said, the way I dress, the way I talk, you said over Hillbilly Jim, and I never got mad, personally.
Well, you've heard it so many times. I get.
Well, I just saying the people up there sitting there making saying, "Oh, he's a redneck hillbilly, this, that, whatnot." I thought it was funny. I was in on the joke. I got it. I didn't get mad about it. Wrestling ain't. I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna say it one last time. Wrestling ain't worth getting mad about. Ain't nothing in wrestling worth getting mad about.
It's barely worth watching.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I like watching it.
It's fun. I like it too.
Well, yeah, wrestling's good.
But I mean, seriously,
get mad.
I mean, but you don't
mad
sit there
while it's on. Get mad, enjoy it. Oh, he's beating him. Oh, he said this, like you would a soap opera or anything else.
It's
but
fun.
As soon as it's over,
you don't sit there and go, "Well, that was 3 hours invested wisely."
No, you don't need to.
It's
like mad about it.
I don't get mad when I get blackout drunk and go, well, I can't even remember from 3 o'clock on. I don't go, well, I shouldn't have done that. I should have spent that time. No, I had a good time. That's what wrestling is.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to be proud of it, but it ain't worth getting mad about.
Ain't nothing worth getting embarrassed over either. You know, if you got your Hulk Hogan, whatever, Roddy Piper T-shirt on, that's okay too.
It's working though, because all this talk about wrestling, showing them clips on the news and stuff, I'm like, I gotta start watching again.
Well, it makes you like got them some attention.
Them girls are hot.
Yep. Well, I didn't say girls hot. What are you talking about?
They got all these girls in wrestling now that used to
wow.
Wrestling girls looked like the worst Waffle House waitress you ever had. Back in the 50s, they were the shape of it was like if you had a cinder block that was about 6 feet tall with a wig and sensible shoes.
Yeah. I don't watch wrestling for the hot women, whatever the hell it is you talk about. I watch wrestling for the story and the matches and all that stuff.
I'm going to start watching and see what's what. They said they in the entertainment business in that video, so y'all entertain me.
Oh, I will.
Maybe that's part of it, too. If it's entertainment, then why do we want to hear about immigration in entertainment?
Well, it's just like you said.
This ain't the... If I want... I'd watch the Milagro Beanfield War.
What?
If I wanted to think about the plight of... I've never seen the Milagro Beanfield War.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
But I don't want it in wrestling. I don't want to hear about the sequester in wrestling. The politics is bad enough the way it is now. That's full of people getting mad and yelling and coming out. It's just like wrestling. They come out, they stand in front of a microphone, and they talk shit, and they have beef, and all this and all that, and I'm mad.
It ain't too different. Yeah.
And they drag it on forever. This sequester stuff is like leading up to WrestleMania. They've been talking shit about each other for months, and they're like, and we're going to settle this at the sequester.
Wrestling's a lot more entertaining, because when that sequester comes, it ain't going to be nothing. It's all built up for nothing.
Jackie, they ain't going to fire everybody. They're
going to
lay off 30% of
How's that entertaining?
Police.
That's you're playing with people's lives. It ain't wrestling that don't hurt nobody, but the fellas in there hurting themselves. It's the same sort of behavior. You're right about that, but a lot of people won't get hurt over this sequester and stuff, which I don't understand. It's sequester this. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Well, they're in recess, and Obama's off playing golf.
Nobody's doing nothing about it.
That's what it's coming up. Well, why ain't you doing something? Good Lord, if it's going to be that bad.
They're getting in front of microphones and talking shit about each other. That's what they do. That's what Washington thinks is accomplishing something now, trying to win you over to their side.
That's about it.
And it's the worst thing is that they actually need managers. They need a Jimmy Hart to come out and do all that stuff so that they can maintain
do
a sliver of decent human dignity and do their job in the ring. They should all get valets.
Don't they already have that?
I ain't talking about their staff. I ain't talking about the people running their household, raising their kids. I'm talking about actual. You just need somebody, a bunch of Jimmy Harts coming out talking to each other. And then they could yell about, if John Boehner didn't have to get in front of a microphone and tell us Obama sucks 8 times a day, maybe he'd get something done.
Well, we already know that, John Boehner. I appreciate the effort, but yeah. You ain't got to remind us.
The press is mad because they didn't get to go watch Obama play golf with Tiger Woods. What are you laughing at?
It's just funny to me. They get mad over it. I feel like I deserve we kiss you behind 24 hours a day, and you won't let us go play golf with you.
He is like the nerd in high school that does whatever the pretty girl wants. Wash her car.
Yep.
Paint her nails. And then she winds up going to the prom with the football guy.
Yep.
That old story.
That's what it is.
So they don't get to go. Obama goes to the prom with Tiger Woods.
They don't get to go.
Press does not get to see that sex tape.
Well, they're gonna learn that. Be all nice to him. See what you're gonna get from that man.
You get a drone up ass.
That's what he'll do.
Fly it right up there.
Yep.
One of them miniature ones.
And all the things to get mad about in the world, and they're mad they didn't get to go see a golf game.
Because they heard about the drone stuff, right? About the killing the mayor and the guns.
I think a few
taking
people
the guns away.
mentioned that. Yeah, it's going on. Yeah.
And all this other stuff. Secret, non-transparent.
Right.
But the golf game is what they get rid of.
That's what yeah. We won't go too. Why are you doing this to us? How could you? How dare you?
Now they're mad. Watch, Jackie, this will be the turning point. This will be the turning point in press coverage for the Obama administration. From now on, their teeth are bared, knives are out. They're going to get him.
What difference does it make? It don't make any difference. If they get you can, what channel you want to watch? You going to be able to find it? You want to watch a TV where, everybody loves Obama, which is pretty much all TV, or do you want to put it on Fox where they don't like it? I mean, you got your own channel you're going to watch. It don't make any difference what's really going on. It don't make any difference what's really happening.
It's like wrestling. It all comes back to wrestling.
What side you on? Yeah. You watch whatever you want to hear. Seemed like it used to be news. The only news I really ever want to watch anymore is local news. And it's hard for me to watch that since Bill Hall retired.
Local news ain't got a dog in the fight. If there is a car wreck with multiple fatalities,
it ain't nobody's fault. As far as they know right off the bat, to the police, do whatever.
If snow is coming, these are the things they care about.
Yeah. Now, how would Fox cover or CNN or MSNBC turn snow coming? It'd be about,
Well, MSNBC.
Global warming. It'd be global warming.
MSNBC would be like, Obama's giving everybody a gift of snow this week.
Yep.
He's making it snow.
Just in time.
And on Fox it'd be, what does Obama have against small businesses?
Yep.
And then something about snow.
Yeah. It don't matter. Local news is all I really want to watch anymore. Because the rest of it's they're going to talk about what they want to talk about.
Plus, they don't talk about the weather that much on the big news channels, unless there's a storm or something like that. But if you want to get the weather, 10, 15.
Local weather, yeah. There's Weather Channel. You can turn it on there. Weather Channel.
Yeah, but it's boring. Nothing worse than watching Weather Channel trying to find out the highs and lows.
Yeah. Old Snowbird.
In your hometown.
Local.
Yeah, Snowbird.
They ain't got Snowbird on the Weather Channel as far as I know.
You can also get that on your phone too, Jack. You just pull out your phone, it'll tell you.
What, the Snowbird?
Not Snowbird. Well, he's on Twitter.
Yeah?
Snowbird's on Twitter. Everybody follow Snowbird.
I don't know what this world's come to. Snowbird on the computer.
Well, hey, what?
Everybody on the computer. You might as well be on there too.
Why is Snowbird supposed to hold up like a goddamn Amish person?
Hey, watch your mouth. All I'm saying is that Snowbird used to be a fun little thing. Him and Bill Hall, just about as funny as any two people ever been on TV together. In the history of television, every time. That's local. That's
You
something
saying
just for
Abbott
us.
and Costello,
All of them.
Lucy and Ricky,
Every one of them.
Honeymooners.
Bill Hall and Snowbird just as good. I love old Bill Hall and rest his soul.
and Snowbird.
And Snowbird.
We should tell people maybe that don't live in Middle Tennessee that Snowbird come on Channel 4 here in Middle Tennessee if there was a snowstorm or something. If there was snow coming, they was going to close schools.
It'd make you feel privileged to be a Tennessean because that's just for you. Snowbird just for you.
And Bill Hall was a beloved weatherman for years and years here in Middle Tennessee. And I think Snowbird might tell you announce school lunches.
What?
I think, maybe. I don't know. I thought I saw him tweeting about, like, Davidson County's got veggie lasagna this week.
Well,
maybe that's Food Bird. Food Bird's pretty good, but he ain't as good as Snowbird.
Food Bird.
Well, after the unfortunate passing of Bill Hall, they had to fill airtime. So they introduced Snowbird's family.
I ain't seen Food. I know Snowbird.
Snowbird does the snow.
I ain't never seen Food Bird. I don't know.
Food Bird is what it is. Food Bird does the school lunches. And Health Bird gives you exercises to do that day.
I know about Health Bird. I ain't seen Food Bird.
And
seems like you put Food Bird and Health Bird be the same damn thing. Health to tell you what to eat, what not to eat.
Well, no, Food Bird just tells you what you're going to have to eat. And then Health Bird is more about physical fitness.
I work it off.
Right.
Yeah. All right, then.
And then there's...
but yeah, if you don't know, get on computer. I guess he's on there now. Look up Snowbird, everybody out there. And tell him Jackie sent you.
Yeah, and subscribe to his tweets.
Yep.
Oh, man, after everybody that listens to our podcast subscribes to Snowbird, he's going to have like 40, 45 more subscribers.
Well, good for
They'll be
him.
like, where'd all these people come from?
Good for him. Yeah, you tell him Jackie Rose sent you. Said old Snowbird, if a friend of Jackie, you friend of mine, I tell you what, as if they got video on there, maybe somebody somewhere out there got some old classic Bill Hall and Snowbird routines. I'd love to see that. If anybody put that on the computer, you can't find it nowhere. No. If anybody out there's got some of their old routines, comedy routines.
Their album was almost as good as the wrestling album.
Oh, that's a great album. That's one of the best things Channel 4 ever did.
Bill Hall and Snowbird.
It didn't cost a whole lot of money. It's to raise, it's for charity.
If you went to a Kroger and you donated like $3 or $4 to like muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
And then they'd give you, it was a flexi disc.
Well,
Square flexi disc.
Yep.
It had a picture of Bill Hall and Snowbird right on there.
They sang a few songs, did a couple of their routines, What's the weather like?
Look out the window.
Yeah.
That old joke.
I get tickled just thinking about it, yeah.
And then at the end, I think Snowbird recites that poem about the war, 1812.
I don't remember. I remember turning off and
Can't
just
remember.
didn't seem right at the time. I'd go back and listen to it again. If anybody's got that, put that on the computer. I'd love to see that again.
It does, because then they do that, and they do the Ballad of the Green Berets, and then they do...
Yeah.
It just gets darker.
Yeah. It was around 4th of July, or when they put it out, was it 4th of July or was it Veterans Day? I can't remember.
It's 4th of July, I remember. It's like we was out of school. It was real hot. I had a...
So it had a theme.
One of them popsicles.
It had a theme like that, yeah.
It had the 3 colors.
Yeah.
Daddy had just broken up with the female wrestler, and he was home with Mama. And he took me to the store. And that's where I got that popsicle and that Bill Hall Snowbird album.
Well.
Them were the days.
Well, things ain't like they used to be. Yeah.
No.
They sure ain't. We got American bad guy wrestlers. Used to be foreigners. Nowadays,
Americans.
Homegrown.
That's worse than homegrown terrorists. Homegrown wrestling villains.
Yeah. And that day, Bill Hall used to be alive. Now he's gone.
Karl Rove used to not wear a Nazi suit, and now he does.
And now they probably say it does. Things changing. I don't know.
We used to not know what sequester meant, and now we still don't know what it means.
I don't know officially, but
it's
kind of
coming.
know it means people going to lose jobs.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's good. I think Rand Paul said it's good. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. And used to, you could turn on wrestling and it'd be good and bad.
Nowadays,
Murky,
yeah. Used to be, I don't know. I turn on local news, turn on news, whatever news. They tell you something nowadays. I don't trust news.
Murky. America, murky. Murky America, murkier.
That's it.
Murkier.
Well, normally now it'd be about time to do sponsors, but we ain't got no sponsors.
Nope. We both come up empty this week.
Everybody's scared about the economy, sequester, all this stuff.
I thought the economy's supposed to be getting better, but the buzz on the street is everybody's scared. Nobody wants to give up any money right now. Sequester, Obamacare. We went to Coley's Snack Foods.
Yeah,
Jackie talked to Coley's.
That's one of the best sponsors we got, and he said they're having to lay everybody off. They're going to have more prisoners going to have do those chips for them, snack foods.
Yeah, Coley's Snack Foods here in Murfreesboro, they a Bible verse in every bag.
Yeah.
And prison labor does most of their stuff in the chips in the bags.
Out there, they did tear out a sheet of the Bible and
stuff it in there.
Put
with
it
the
in
chips.
there in the bag with chips, seal it up. Yep.
Plus them lawsuits, because then they started putting a bullet in a bag.
Bullet and Bible page every bag, and they didn't put choking hazard or anything like that on there. I
So
think
a
that's
few
what
people
it was
got
about.
mad.
Yeah,
but if it says bullet in a bag,
you should know better. That makes more sense to me than choking hazard. Oh, choking hazard. Bullet in a bag, I know what I'm looking for. So I don't know. I think
right, choking hazard is like, well, what am I going to choke on?
On the chip itself. On the
Who would
pretzel.
eat them chips?
Nobody's
going
to eat. It'd be like saying there's choking pretzels. Eat these, you choke to death. Nobody'd eat that.
But bullet in a bag, it's like,
And
well, I got to watch out for that bullet.
You know what that means right there.
Some people probably choke on the Bible page.
Well, no, ain't no better than that.
You eating
know
fast.
You get, here's how I do it, and I eat however you want. I always take the bag, reach in, get the Bible page out, shake, the chips off of it, grease or whatever. I get all that off of it. Then I eat my chips and read scripture. So I pull the Bible page out, reach in the bottom of it, get that out first, and then I eat my chips. You do it however you want to. That's just how I do it.
I like to read while I eat.
That's the same here, yeah.
So Coley's is going to have to lay off a lot of staff because of Obamacare.
That's what he told me.
He says straight up Obamacare.
Pitiful. The gun stores in town, they don't really need to spare the money to do.
They got the money.
They got the money. They don't need a sponsor. I mean, they're
doing business. They don't even have time to talk to us.
They don't need to advertise, basically. Yeah, they didn't have time. I called down there and he said, I have got to go. Sorry, Jackie, I see you at the store. He couldn't.
Could not do it.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Well, it's just that season where he's not around. Nobody know where he at.
He was doing that monkey show.
Did the monkey show, but right now nobody know where he is. It's like after he does the monkey show,
he has to go into hiding.
Well, it ain't hiding per se. It's just his private life, whatever
he shows
does.
up in a town, and once the authorities get wise,
you're always trying to make him out to be something he ain't. Now, he ain't got nothing to do with that. He goes on vacation, as far as I know. Who knows? Gone fishing. You don't know what he's doing.
TT Slot, she's worried about the economy.
Hell,
she said if she has to turn back to prostitution, it's going to be Obama's fault.
Well,
she's trying to run a daycare center, but she
bless
says
her heart,
if the sequester goes through and all them people that work down at the arsenal stop bringing their kids in there and for a quickie,
what?
She doesn't know what she's going to do.
All right, I
she
understand
said she'll
Obama
be back on the streets.
making it hard for everybody, but there got to be something better than do that. Pitiful.
Nope.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
That's her choices.
Well,
daycare center or Obama forces her into prostitution.
Well, Obama ought not be doing that, but she could. Got to be something better to do. Bless her heart. I hope she gets her life together. I don't mean to talk bad about her. I just don't want to advertise prostitution. I don't want to be affiliated with it in any way, shape, or form. That's just it. It ain't nothing against her personally if she listens to this. lady, I hope you get everything worked out. I hope everything's all right, but I can't condone that behavior. Can't do it.
Her life is hard enough, Jackie,
I know it's hard.
Hypocrites like
all
you.
right, hell. So we don't have any sponsors.
Don't have any
this week.
sponsors.
If anybody out there, if you want...
Glory Shelf guys, they went on vacation together.
They're gone, yeah. Maybe they off a Birdman. They could be all together. For all I know, hell.
No, the Glory Shelf guys said that, where were they going?
I don't know where they went.
I think it was some kind of cruise.
And now's not the time to be
cruise.
going on cruise. Any kind. I wouldn't.
That's who we should go turn to for sponsorships. They need all the help they can get.
Hell, if you cruise ship out there, if you can promise people they ain't going to be doing the business in the bags and this and that and breaking down,
well, the Glory Shelf boys said the prices were rock bottom right now. So
well, they just took advantage of it.
They took advantage. I think they've taken a cruise. They went in with some other reportedly gay fellas.
All right. They got nothing to do with it. I want to hear who's this or that.
They didn't say. This is all conjecture on my part.
Well,
but everybody
why
knows.
are you saying it then?
Everybody knows.
All right. Don't.
So they got together, and I think they're going on a cruise like all around the Caribbean. I think it's like $15 a night.
Why would anybody want to be a sponsor on here the way you talking about them? If we sit there and ask people to be a sponsor, and you're sitting there telling people that they're gay, this and that, and they may be. I ain't saying that they ain't. I don't see how that comes into
I ain't
talking about what to do. And they got nothing to do.
I don't judge.
I didn't say you judge me.
TT is a prostitute.
All right.
She is a prostitute.
There's people who don't want to be advertising on the same thing where you're advertising prostitution, and I don't blame them. So TT Slot is not a sponsor of this podcast. She just ain't. She ain't got nothing to do with this podcast.
So, thanks, Obama. No more sponsors this week. Nothing.
Yeah, just wait.
Dried up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We couldn't even. We talked to Victor Mileage, who, if you remember, was going to do the production of Goddamn This Horse.
Just say GD This Horse. I don't understand any of that. Yeah,
with the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Well, they were supposed to do GD This Horse, and rightfully so, in my opinion. People don't want blasphemy right there in the name. People got upset about it, so they're not doing that. And then they said they're going to do Godspell, which I don't like either. People started protesting that, so they ain't doing Godspell.
Nope.
So I think you're going back doing... What is it, patriotic songs?
They're going to do an evening of patriotic poems and hymns.
Hymns. That's and so far everybody's on board with that.
And they writing a few sketches to go in between to connect the songs and the hymns. But the sketches are like a little blonde boy gives a returning soldier an American flag.
Well, that sounds good. Sounds good to me. I'll probably go down there and see that. This Victor Mileage fella's none too happy. He's still saying
Victor Mileage is a guy. He come from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's going to show us how to do theater in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Well,
and he wrote this. He said it was a real provocative.
The show may be good. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Got a horse in it.
It's got a horse in it. If it was called "Darn You Horse" or
Darn This Horse.
Darn This Horse, I'd be first one in line.
They would be lined up around the block to say Darn This Horse.
But he won't budge on changing the name. Said he won't do it because I think they said, can we change it to this, that, whatever. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I hear stuff down
You know how small town theater is.
I don't.
So Victor Mileage, he's trying to get investors. He's like the horse.
He's upset saying they're supposed to let him do it, and he ain't backing down. So I don't know what's going. Right now we got. Like I said, patriotic poems and hymns. That's worth, just go see that if you want to. That's not a sponsor this week. They can't afford to be a sponsor because all this, they're messed up in all this. I don't know how much they spend on those hippie suits for Godspell, and they ain't putting that on either.
Yeah, they can't afford. But so we're really just giving them free publicity.
Well,
we are awful business people.
Well, patriotic poems and hymns is. I'm proud to tell folks go say that, yeah.
Maybe after they get done making all that money with them patriotic poems and hymns, they can shoot us a little bit for sitting here talking him up for 5 minutes on our podcast.
They don't have to do that. It's just Murfreesboro Play Actors Club. They ain't like they got a whole lot of money. That's nothing. Victor Mileage got in trouble with trying to build that horse puppet, whatever the hell it was. Said it cost $2 million. They ain't got that kind of money.
He said when he stages goddamn his horse in Murfreesboro.
right.
He said it is going to blow our minds.
Yeah.
He said it's going to be nudity.
Oh, he didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the nudity?
Oh, good Lord.
He said it's going to be like old Calcutta, only horses.
Oh, hell. I
said
a
the
horse
horses
don't wear clothes. That don't.
Well, but this puppet, though, is human-like in form.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a horse head on a well-endowed human body.
All right. I didn't know nothing
I thought,
about
why don't
that.
you just
ain't
get
gonna
a
me.
dude to be in a horse, put a horse thing on his head. Nobody know who he is. Just get the actor with the biggest.
All right, enough. I don't want to hear it. I'm glad they ain't doing it. If that's what that show is, it's worse than just the name. I'm glad they ain't doing it.
It's not pornography, but how do you define pornography? He said, what's the difference between art and pornography? He said, these are some of the questions. Like, he told me when I first read about goddamn this horse, I thought it was going to be like Oklahoma or something. He's on the prairie, these songs.
That's what he said it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be. I just had blasphemy in the title. I don't want to say it. And there ain't no reason to call it that, but if it's all this mess you're talking about, you won't see me.
He says it's going to cause
There's a lot of other reasons not to put it on besides the damn name.
It's going to cause us to question everything, he says.
Oh, hell.
I don't know, Jackie. I'm excited.
Well, they ain't going to let him do any of that on Murfreesboro Players Club, so I don't know what he's going to do.
I don't know. He'll have to do it in secret. If people find out, they'll get real mad and, run him out of town on a rail. He'll have to go back to Chicago where they like that sort of thing.
Well, that's where he needs to go.
Obama and his buddy Mayor, they probably be first in line.
Hope he putting on that show in Chicago. Hope he don't get shot. Yeah. That's all we got for this Harry Parkis and that. Just tell people.
Are you going to audition for his show?
No, I ain't going to audition. I wouldn't audition for nothing. It don't matter whether his show or not.
He said in the script, the lead character he said he described it as a Jackie Broyles type.
Oh, hell.
You can sing.
I ain't going to do it like that. Oh, sure. If they need me, somebody to read a page out of a poem, I'll show up and do that.
Oh, maybe you should go audition for that.
Well, I say I can't wait to listen to the next one when you pass it down, pay it forward, however this works. You didn't tell me that to this time, so I'm excited to see what happens after putting this one out there. And
do your podcast talking about our podcast.
Yeah.
Let us know when it's up.
And come by on either get on the computer or the iTunes and give a review of this one here before you do yours. So go on there.
Wait, but then we'll have to review theirs.
Well, that's fine too. If you show me how to get on the computer, iTunes, either one of those, just show me how to do it, and I'll be happy to review it or something. How are you supposed to do it?